morning. How you doing? How's it going? What's good? She's still sick, and I'm still walking around with this shit. She's still feeling sick. Come on in. How about I run that gone video? I need to run upstairs for 2 seconds. I'm gonna run this video. I need to run upstairs for 2 seconds. Good morning. I gotta run upstairs and grab some. I'll be right back.
Don't judge me.
I said he don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, but fuck it, they wrong. I said he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, but fuck it, man, all y'all wrong. Caught up in the characters of America's fucked up narrative. They say the straight black man in the black community is a terrorist. Straight black man can't never win. Straight black man is gon' need a therapist. Cause the straight black man is the worst that it's ever been. Blaming me for shit I ain't never did. Man, can't a nigga ever live? I've been out here killing it. Still trying to sell me that I'm ignorant. Demon can't tell I'm different and diligent. Demon can't tell what a nigga been. Born suspect, what a nigga been innocent. Man up on them and they mark you as militant. Mark you as mad and belligerent. Man, fuck y'all images, fuck they images. He don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, but fuck it, they wrong. Say he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, but fuck it, man, all y'all wrong. Who you calling a bitch though? What is you calling her a bitch for? Watch that bitch glow, watch that bitch blow. See, that's the part there that you didn't know. Getting mo. Why you hating on her black girl magic? Her black girl drive, all her black girl savage. So divine that she had to hashtag it. Her life matters and she had to have added. She been out here killing it. Getting figured, but you acting like she ignorant. Paying her less, still magnificent. Watch her shatter that glass into little bits. Master degrees while you mastering Madden. Master a master, holding you back. Master of madness and average. Basic and tragic, trash in her passion. Say he don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, but fuck it, they wrong. Say he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, fuck it, man, all y'all wrong. You done blackball me, redline me, whitewash me, still can't define me. Try and dick me down and then still deny me. Yeah, try and fuck me, sneak up behind me, but boom, I ain't bought up blinded, so boom, you ain't gotta remind me, cause bitch, my mind be like a flower in bloom. Sky with the moon, that's the life assignment. And whom, what's in never should try me, then boom, big boom from what's behind me. Full pack of black excellent facts, black excellent acts, black excellent stats. Won't succumb to your bum ass acts, and when your bum ass come ass, I done no jack. And when your young ass come ass, I run that back, cause all my scholars had scars all upon they back. Now let's go. He don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, but fuck it, they wrong. Say he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, but fuck it, man, all
what
y'all
up?
wrong. Say he don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to
what
want
up?
me.
Hey, Keisha.
Gone, but fuck it, they wrong. Say he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, but fuck it, man, all y'all wrong.
I was waiting for the video to stop to tell everybody that was you, Robin. Now that makes sense, LLC. Did you take your test yesterday? How did it go? Elise, how you feeling this morning? How's the treatment going? Hope you feeling well this morning. Hope everybody's feeling good. Joe Clair, morning time, 9:08. How's everyone going? Joe Clay, I just realized you had on 2 damn coats, jean and wool. I had on a jean jacket and my wool coat. Yeah, I had on a little, I had seen it on, look. All right, 2 things before we get into the moment of clarity at 9:10. So a couple of things. First, Robin got the top pitch deck. So if y'all remember, last night, Robin had to do a pitch for her. You know, she's been taking those business classes, and she had to do her pitch last night. She had to present her pitch deck, and she got the top pitch deck. So we giving Robin all the love in the world for that. Way to go, Robin. Then Tanisha asked, how is wifey doing, Joe? She is doing okay. She is feeling better. They got her on that. They got her on 2 medications, a Tamiflu and something else. And she's still in the bed and around the house, but she's not as lethargic. She's not just, slumped over. She's in the bed with her computer. She's up. Her spirits are, So she's coming along. We doing everything we can to make her happy and comfortable. And then Nevada says, Joe, I just realized you had on 2 damn coats, jean and wool, in that video. Yes, I did have on 2 damn coats in that video. I had seen, look, Nevada, when I went to I saw, look. See, I had on that coat, then I had on that black coat, but then hold on, look. Look, Nevada, let me show you. Right here. Yeah, that scene right there. So I was when I went to Neiman Marcus, and a mannequin had on a coat over a jacket. And I had never seen you can't wear no coat on no jacket. And he was like, it's layering. Layering is all the rage. Everyone's layering these days. You can layer it. You can layer your looks. So I put on the coat, the jacket, but it's the same. It's the same. Look, I just put the coat over top of this. Nevada. See that outfit right there? I just put the coat on top of that outfit and changed my hat and kept it on movement. And kept it moving. Yes, I did have that on, Nevada. It's called layering. It's called layering. Yes, I was layering. Look, Camille says, come on, layers. Yeah. Y'all silly as shit. So yeah, that's all that was. But way to go, Robin. Congratulations. At least we glad you feeling good today. You are 2222. Welcome. Let's get into this moment of clarity this morning. 9:10. Let's get some upliftment going. Upliftment going. Nah, that was a jacket. That's a jean jacket. Nevada, look. If you look, Nevada, it's just a jacket. Look, let me show you. It's just my jacket. See, look. See, it's my jacket. See, that's my regular ass Levi's jean jacket under a coat with my t-shirt under that and my scarf. Right? It looked more, but it's just my coat on top of my jacket with the scarf. It was cold outside. Then I put the hat on to make it look like I was not just regular Joe, I was special Joe.
Don't need a therapist, cause the straight black man is the worst.
So yeah, basically, and I rock that style, that's how. Oh, okay, so you saying from now, right, Nevada, so from now on, I can rock my jacket under my coat and tell niggas I am layering. Anyway, maybe I'll layer it today when I go do my show at Fox 5 today at 3. Shout out to everybody on 2-hour delay. My kids on 2-hour delay. Shout out to everybody on 2-hour delay. No, my wife, Tracy, them was all my clothes out my closet. My wife don't touch my clothes. I dress myself. I got a joke about, my wife lays stuff out on the bed, but that be me. I dress myself. Sometimes I'll lay her clothes out. Nah, when we be about to go, I'll be like, nah, shawty, put them shoes on. Nah, not them shoes. Put on them shoes. Yeah, you. I be telling my wife, nah, not them shoes. Put on them other shoes, man. What you doing, shawty? Hold up, man. You about to fuck the whole outfit up. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between DC and Baltimore. We do different things different. I saw the teacher at WSSU. We're going to get to that in a second. Let's talk about... Here we go. We did a mental health one. It's time for a moment of clarity. Let's change the music up. I'm sorry. Moment of clarity. Something you can use for the day. 9:14 in the morning time. Here is our moment of clarity. And it's an oldie but goodie. I wrote it on. It's okay to say you're not okay. Here's a reminder. We've been hearing this all throughout the pandemic. It has come up time and time again. For this moment of clarity, I want to share this one. I wrote this one on April the 16th, 2021. I'll start writing the new ones in the new year. But I have so many of them, I was like, let's just use them again. So this moment of clarity, it's okay to say you're not okay. This year and this time that we are living in has been quite the tribulation. The entire globe has had a shock to the system, and not all of us were as prepared for it as we would have liked. The past year, we've had to shut down our lives and pivot to a new reality, or the past 2 years, or the past 3 years. Now, while it's cool and good to talk about the positives that have come out of this, I think we don't spend enough time addressing our collective fatigue. Now, let me turn the music all the way off for this. We have not spent enough time addressing our collective fatigue, misalignment, and trauma. It's okay to feel these things, and it's okay that you've been affected by these things and not being in a good space emotionally. That's fine. That is okay. We all want to be resilient, and we all want to be good, and we all want to show up and come through glowing and shining. But the truth is that we all have been through something, and we are still in the woods, so to speak. So if you don't feel like smiling, or don't have space for this person's gossip, or you're not as interested in the Namaste every day, or shit, if you just hurting and sitting in your car, just trying to get through, it's fine. It's okay to feel like that. Everybody feels, the toughest guy feels like that. Now, the toughest guy may turn his off and never address it, leading to more trauma and more pain and everything else. But he still feels it. Everyone feels it. You feel it, and it's fine. It is fine that you're going through this. Don't think that something's wrong with you because you feel emotionally drained or fatigued or traumatized or whatever. It's all right. It's okay to say you're not okay. All right? All right. That is your moment of clarity right here on Joe Clair Live. And I bow down to the divine in each and every one of you. Namaste, everybody. Boom. We'll repeat it at the end of the show. We'll repeat that at the end of the show. Anybody feel this? Anybody, does everybody agree with that moment of clarity or not? Oh, let's, girl. Look, I hate seeing shit on my shirt. Look. And then Ursula just put something on top of it. Hey, Darlene. Ursula just put something on top of it, said in the season of depression as insult to injury for all who face these mental health crises. Yes. Every morning I quit my, what'd you say, Tammy? Every morning I quit my job and then get ready for work. Yeah. Listen, everybody's going through this, man. Let's put, if I may, let me take a little license, a little critical thinking license, and go a step further and say that not only do we have the seasonal depression and all of the things that came along with this pandemic, we keep forgetting that we're living under the emotional strain of the Western world, of the modern Western world. And we live under the strain of the modern Western world, living in the number one country in this crazy ass world, America. So we've been through a ton of shit. We wake up with a ton of shit every day. We waking up with, I have a joke talking about black babies is born with hypertension. I came out the womb needing a cigarette. I was stressed while I was a baby in my mama womb. You understand what I'm saying? And we lit, you know what, Jay? Thank you, Jay. And I'm broadcasting this from the number one most powerful city in the West, in this country, in the Western world. And we've come through this pandemic and this whole worldwide pause. So when you're not feeling all right, that's cool, it's fine. When you angry, that's fine. How you deal with it is where it becomes toxic or not. Anger itself is not toxic. Anger is natural. You see anger you see anger throughout the entire natural world. You can feel anger's fine. Rage is even fine. But what you do with it can become toxic and unhealthy or not. And that's where our critical thinking, and we're supposed to be mature adults, and we have to think this through, comes from. So, here we live in DC. Real shit. Real shit. How black people continue to thrive should be studied for centuries. It's going to be. Just like we look back now on any, you know what's wild is America's fascination. One of the wild things for me is America's fascination with slavery and the slaves. How the movies continue to get made and how America's fascination is wild to me because we wasn't supposed to make it. We was not supposed to make it. They was throwing us off the ships when we had disease. And when, as part of cargo. And then, we come through the storm and continue to show up and show out. And then they vilify our young men for being passionate, mad, angry, and blah, blah, blah. These young black men need it. Nah, I was a young black man. And y'all said the same shit about me. I was just a good kid from a mad city. On some real shit. We don't die, we multiply. Anyway, all right, let's keep the music popping. It is 9:22 in the morning time. We talking real estate today, y'all? Are we gonna talk real estate today? Jason, I got your beat up. At 9:30, we're gonna get into this real estate. 9:22. So I saw the video of this teacher. I saw the video of the young lady. There's a video of a young lady being arrested in her classroom at Winston State University. Winston State College. I did not save it. I didn't save the video because I do not be saving black trauma in my phone. And I didn't like that. However, for the sake of us here tonight, let me see if I can find it. The video is just bad, and bad, and bad, and bad, and bad, and bad, and bad. There's a black girl being arrested in a classroom. I don't think that was that Winston-Salem State? I didn't think that was Winston-Salem State. Was Winston? Okay. I'm trying to find the video. It is Let me see. Yeah, I thought that video was from another school. Oh, yeah, that's Winston-Salem State. Anyway, the video is between a young lady. When we see the video, all I see is the young lady getting arrested. When the video starts, you see the young lady being arrested by 2 officers. And the officers, and allegedly because her and a teacher got into an argument. In college, one of the things you should do is there should be debate about thinking. Police on her. Had her arrested in class for voicing her opinion. And the video has gone viral. It's making the rounds. Yeah, here it is. And the ill part is that this is happening at a historically black, at an HBCU. Winston-Salem State is an HBCU. And here we go.
Bro, please get off of me. And she's still standing there letting this happen. Like, exactly. I hate you. It already escalated. She's about to come out and hate you. I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you, bro. You're the worst teacher ever. You get me taken out of here because I want to apologize. Because I want to apologize. You started yelling at me. You tried to embarrass me about my paper. You're a terrible teacher. Is somebody recording this? Oh, everybody is. I hope you're recording everybody because that's ridiculous. Yes, that really is. For letting this shit happen. She sit here and say she loves black people and stuff, but you let this happen to her? Come on now. No, you yelled at her first. You yelled at her first, but you want her to apologize. It doesn't make any sense. You hear everybody in the class? I have look at my grades, my GPA. I graduated by 8 points. I'm not no dumb bitch. I'm not stupid, Dr. V. The whole class. I'm so mad. I am valedictorian, bitch. What the hell? Yeah. Bro, please get off of me. And she's still standing there letting this happen. Like, exactly. I hate you. It already escalated.
With that being said, this is a college student. The first thing that pissed me off, these are our best and our brightest, and this is what they do. Even our best and our brightest are seen as a threat. And so they call the police. This is a young black woman in college. Her and the professor supposedly got into a debate. The students say that the teacher raised her voice first. Regardless, it shouldn't be no police in no classroom. It shouldn't be no police in no classroom unless the young lady is like, I'm about to fuck everybody up in this classroom. Nah, man, this is college. This is a university with a long history. So she got arrested. I don't know what the fallout from that has been. Somebody find me if I don't know what happened after this video. I don't know the young I don't know what happened after that video, and I don't know if Winston-Salem State has issued a statement. But here's what I will say. Here's what I'm going to say. It is painful to watch, and it's just as traumatic as all of the other traumatic shit they continue to pile upon us day in and day out. My position, we're going to keep fighting. Now, I hope this young lady gets justice. I hope this young lady is made whole. I hope that Winston-Salem State addresses this and does justice for whatever that looks like. You and I, however, have an obligation to continue to be vigilant, to make sure that we ain't going softly to make sure that we are always on point for the upliftment of us. It plays out in many ways, and each of us have our role to play. Some of us are on the front line being freedom fighters. Tamika Mallory and other people on the front line being freedom fighters. Others of us have to fight where we are. So whatever business you in, you representing us, make sure we look good in that business and make sure we excel. Make sure that we opening the doors for these young people to come behind. Because as you can see, this has been hard fought. Everything we getting in America, as you can see, it's still pretty easy for a Caucasian woman to pick up the phone, call the police on a black person like it's nothing. It's really easy. We already know. I've been hearing this. I've been hearing, well, if it wasn't a black person, if they was white, it would be different. I've been hearing that for 53 years. I doubt that it's going to change anytime soon. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Wisdom so what can we do? When I see shit like this pop off, what is my responsibility? There's a responsibility that maybe I need to call Winston-Salem or make sure Bowie State ain't doing no wild shit like this. But I also have an obligation to be that upstanding black man out here in the world for that young sister and young sisters like her. I have to be the one. I have to be the balance for the check. They checking us, well, then I gotta be the balance. You understand what I mean? Well, you know what I'm trying to say, Jay. I don't know the serenity prayer. Like, I didn't go through the program. All right? Wow. So, from the magistrate's office of Winston-Salem State University, the 20-year-old student is facing a misdemeanor for disorderly conduct. Her court appearance is scheduled for January 25th at 9 a.m. They say that police follow public safety policies. To accept the things I cannot change. Nah, that's not the whole thing, Sylvia. Anyway. Thank you, Tanisha. So that's that. 9:32 in the morning time. I hope this young lady gets justice and we're going to follow that case. I will say this, Morgan State University, when I was at Morgan State University, the campus police shot a young brother because he came at them with a knife, pop, and he got shot. At my school, when I was in school, it was mind-blowing. I didn't think campus police could do anything like that. It blew my mind.
Please get off of me. Is she still standing there letting this happen? Like, exactly. I hate you. It already, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you, bro. You're the worst teacher ever. You can get me taken out of here because I want to apologize. Because I want to apologize. You started yelling at me. You trying to embarrass me about my paper. You're a terrible teacher. Is somebody recording this? Oh, everybody is. I hope you're recording everybody because that's ridiculous. Yes, that really is. For letting this shit happen. She sit here and say she loves black people and stuff, but you let this happen to her? Come on now. No, you yelled at her. You yelled at her.
So, all I know my Morgan State University teachers would have debated. You would calm down. Matter of fact, stay out the class. So, do what you will with that video. Don't let it just become another video that you saw. Make sure you go and make change happen in your part of the world. And if you can, reach out to Winston-Salem State. But you make sure you stay strong and vigilant for that young black woman out here in the world. And matter of fact, if you got a young black woman in your life, make sure you discuss this video with them. How about that? Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Robin. She paying for school. That's the shit that's... You pay for college. This is this young lady paying for college. She might be putting herself through school. I know I put myself through college. She get arrested at the school she paying for. All right. Are we moving on to real estate? Your granddaughter's at Fisk. Check in on her at Fisk. Damn the teacher. I blame the officers for not getting the whole story. Show up for young people, man. All right. 9:35. Anybody got real estate questions? Joe Clay, let's you know what? Let's play some music right quick. Let's play. You know what? We're gonna play some music right quick. Where is my song? Yeah,
Mama needs some rent money. Yeah. Need some rent money. Yeah. I said mama needs some rent money. Yeah.
Let's start talking about money.
I said mama needs some rent money. Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Charlie Joe.
Mama needs some rent money. Sister want them new joints. Doing travel out to Florida. Right here about to have a daughter. Life ain't sweet sugar water. Pack of Legos from 40. Break them down and have an orgy. Niggas, bitches play cordial. If I don't like it, blow the 40. If I don't like it, blow the 40. Mama needs some rent money.
Alright, mama needs some rent money. Let's talk about the money today. It is 9:36. Joe Clay live. Mama needs some rent money. I need some more money too. So, thank you, Yetta. Hey, Yetta, thank you for the serenity prayer Yetta sent over. What up, Yetta? Can I get to the yams? Anyway, we're going to talk about the banks and how the banks sell loans to the top banks. Y'all know that's the business of your money, right? That is what happens with your money. So in theory, this is how money works. You take your money and you put it in a bank. And the bank gives you, when you open up a savings account, the bank gives you money on that savings. For sitting your money here, we'll give you 0.2% for sitting your money in our bank. And the bank uses your money to loan out to make loans and charge interest on that money. That way they can pay you. Well, when banks became bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, when banks became bigger, the business got bigger and the way that they processed that got bigger. They were like, well, boom. How much money is these people going to give me for sitting their money in my account in our bank? Okay, I'll give them 2% per dollar. I'll give them 0.1% per dollar. I'll give you a penny on the dollar for letting me use that dollar, right? And I make a profit because I'm going to take that same dollar and I'm going to loan it out, but I'm going to charge them 6 cents or 7 cents or 3 cents. So while I'm giving you a penny, I'm keeping 2, I'm keeping 4, I'm keeping 5. That's what the banks say, right? That's how your money go. So the bank So for the bank, having your money in there does them no good. For the bank, taking your money and giving it out is the best way. So having cash, so just like us, banks don't keep our money. Why do we keep cash? Holding on to cash ain't doing nothing. How do you make more money? By taking that cash and making that cash do something. Put it to work. Now, that's where investing comes in. That's why the biggest complaint is that black folks are consumers. We don't put our money to work. We put our money to death. Our money ain't our money. It's the world's money. A slur. I heard there's a saying from another racial group about black people money, and they say that we have dead money. Our money is not alive. It's not we don't bring our money to life. Meaning, when we get our hands on our money, we give it right back. Or if we hold on to it, we keep it sitting for some day when we need it, right? Meanwhile, every other community makes that money do something else for the community. So we'll use this much for consuming, but we're going to use this for investing, and we're going to use this for putting into savings. And we do either savings or spending. We ain't even got no in between. So the conversation we having today is, let's talk about how banks sell loans to top banks. So when you go get a loan, when you take out a loan at a regional bank or any bank, they then take that loan and sell that loan on Wall Street, because when you're talking about the giant pool of money, if I could come in here and take this $1 billion of loans that I loaned out, and you could see that this billions of dollars of loans is going to be worth $3 billion in the long run, because everybody's not going to pay on time. There's going to be extra fees added, and if you just paying the bare minimum on that loan, that $1 billion, if these people just pay the minimum, turns into $2 billion, $3 billion in profit coming back on this $1 billion. So they sell it to an entity that got, 1 point. So I'll take this $1 billion of loans, sell it to you for 1.5. Now I've made half of the money that I made on loan, and you're going to make $3 billion, so you're going to make 1.5 off of it as well. I mean, I made half my money extra, so you give me 1.5, and then the big bank walk on you. You understand the math? They taking at 1.5. I'm taking 1.5 over the life, and this happens over the life of loans. So you and I are on daily transactions when the whole world is like, what is this going to look like in 30 years? What is that 30-year loan worth? If I pay this house off in 30 years, if I make the minimum payment on this house over 30 years, it's going to damn near double the loan, or better. It doubles the loan, it doubles the amount of money I borrow, or even better. You feel what I'm saying? I've heard that our money is liquid gold from a few Dr. Rosenbergs I've worked with. Why you had to put Rosenberg in there? You about to get us kicked off. I don't need to get kicked off. We need to give information. Here's what I'm going to say. Other communities view us as an engine for their community, meaning, yes, our money is liquid gold. Other communities, we complain that every ethnicity comes into our communities and opens a store. Well, why would they do that, Joe? Because they know we give our money right back as soon as we get our hands on it. We buy. Right? You feel me? We buy. And they count on the fact that we going to buy. They open up check cashing. Oh, I'll cash your check for you. The bank won't cash your check. Let me cash your check for you. Remember that? Remember before you had a bank account? You'll go to the check cash. I know who'll cash your check. Give me $3 out that. You got $100. Let me take $3. I'll give you $97. Well, if I got 100 people I know gonna come in here and cash their check every day, and I'm making that's $300 a day I'm making off of just cashing your check. So what do? I just go borrow enough money to cover that, and I know that the profit I'm gonna make on that money is this every time. That's why check cashing places open up. Because they can make a little bit of profit off your ass. Think about check cashing. Think about all the ways that line of thinking sort of evolved out of the fact that when we go back to slavery, when we were slaves, the slave owner often owned the store when we became sharecroppers. So right after slavery, we become sharecroppers. Guess what they do? The dude who owned the plantation, he opens a store. Jimmy Carter talked about how his father employed a lot of sharecroppers and workers, and they ran the store as well. So black people worked the Carter's land, and they had the store. And so after they would pay them people would come right back to the Carter store and spend all their money in there. So the Carters was getting their money right back. You understand? That's how America views us and people who have the mindset like us of spend. And when we think like, oh, I'll never get out of this financial, I'll never be wealthy, and we have that mindset. When we don't have a wealth mindset, we continue to spend because we don't see we don't think about the next generation and the generation after that and the generation after that. Well, they had the luxury of being able to, the Carnegies, the Chase and J.P. Morgan, and they were like, boom. We can think about, since everybody else doing the labor for us, we could think about the generations to come. The Rockefellers say, hey, we never have to work. Nobody the Rockefellers in America are like royalty. They'll never have to work. They're like the monarchy. You understand what I'm saying? So those families did that, and those people do that to us. So we have an obligation to ourselves to keep talking money. To talk money. You see, Jay-Z was smart with it. Jay-Z said, all right, I'm going to sell these drugs, and as soon as I can get out of this drug game, I'm out. I know a lot of street guys who, as soon as not a lot, I know a few successful street guys who, once they made that money, got the fuck about the street, turned that into a legal hustle. And if you know any hustles, anybody who knows real hustlers, even once they left the streets, they continue to make money. All my hustlers that I knew who were successful in the streets, once they left the streets and didn't go to jail or whatever, they took it to the next level. They love Jay. They swear by Jay-Z. They say Jay did it. Oh, he did. He showed us how you get it done. You understand what I'm saying? You leave them streets alone, you start making that real money, you go legit, and now let's see what kind of hustler you really are. Can you really hustle up what you said you can hustle up? And black people, we better think that same way. Jay said, boom, I'm going to take care of my kids from Dame Dash done took care. Even though Dame ain't got the same money as Jay, I don't think that Dame Dash's kids are ever going to want for much in America. He's a hustler. He is going to hustle, and his economic barometer is so high that he only hustles at a certain level. He don't come down here and worry about this little bit of money you and I. Nah, he up here. And he got his eyes on Jay-Z money, so I'm up there. You understand what I mean? That's real hustle. That's real hustle. I know street guys now who do not speak proper English, but they command enterprises in very real ways. And it's beautiful to see, man. It's so dope to see. They don't like the limelight. I be like, man, I need to interview you, man, and tell these people. He's like, nah, Joe, I can't do an interview with you, man. I don't fuck with them cameras like that, Joe. You know, they legit, but that's how it goes. That's how the fuck that goes. Now, let's put this up. I've been hearing this since I was in college. If you put $1 in the black community, it stays in the black community for 6 hours before it leaves. Meaning, that dollar will be spent with someone who is not in the black community within 6 hours. Let's face it, most of the stores we go into, most of the gas stations, the grocery store, the drugstore, wherever we spend our money are not owned and operated by us, so therefore our money has to leave quickly. They say the same dollar in the Jewish community stays for 20 days and in the Asian community 30 days. They have a concerted effort to spend money with each other, And I'd like to see stats for Africans who weren't born in America. So not African Americans who were born here. I want to see Africans who came here. How long that money circulates in their communities, because they click up. I live here in Bowie. It's a lot of Africans, and they click up. They click up around their churches, their barbershops, their cultural events, their grocery stores. They go and do them. And they real strong. They real strong too. I went to a community meeting. I am here to talk about the church that we are building down the street where I am in favor of the church. I was like, oh. Then the next man stood up and the next man stood up, and they was all from another country. I went and had a conversation. I love the way y'all do this, man. Love the way y'all do this. It was like, and they also expressed to me that we don't be talking to them. You know how we be like, the Africans don't be talking to us. The Africans like, y'all don't be talking to us. See, the Africans and DC and Baltimore and the black folks here, we all need to come together. Anyway, whole nother thing. 9:51 in the morning time. Everything is already owned by other ethnicities. They took away all our mom and pop stores from back in the day when we could go to the corner store and have credit until our parents were paid. It's so hard for us to get a loan to start our own businesses. It's this that we have a liquor store and beauty supply stores. True indeed. Ursula, I agree. But I'm going to put a but there. How long are we going to stay like this? Yeah, it's hard. Some of us going to have to take these lumps. Somebody got to take these lumps and change it. And I'm watching black folks take these lumps and changing it. Slowly, surely. We got a sister on here right now. Called Now That Makes Sense, LLC. Sitting there writing her business plan and getting her things together. She started her business. Let's make sure we spend dollars with That Makes Sense, LLC. That's us starting in a small way, but it's a start. And show your children so that a decade from now, That Makes Sense, LLC, we can see those candles in our grocery store or in our corner store or at the gas station where you see them candles, them smoke odor candles is in there. If we buy her product, that's how that happens. That's the only way it's going. That's the only way. I see it. NubianHuman.com. NubianHuman.com. Make sure you check them out. Check them out. Check them all the way out. Nubian Human. He got you covered. Every metro area has a Chinatown. And guess what though, Nevada? Every metro area used to have Little Africa too. There were places that they called Little Africa. When I heard that, I was like, what? Well, they used to call it Little Africa, or they just had a black part of town. And they still have black parts of town, and we think about it. Do we have a black-owned beauty supply store in the DMV? I doubt it, because you know what happened with beauty supply stores or what beauty supply stores do is they buy collectively. So when one guy opens a store, he calls somebody else to say, can I open 2 stores? And he calls somebody else in another part of town and says, way I can open up 3 stores. Well, why would you want to open up 3 black beauty supply stores? Because I can buy, that means I can stock the shelves for cheaper. I can buy in bulk. I can buy the hair for cheaper because I'm not buying for 1 store, I'm buying for 3, I'm buying for 10. So if I'm buying 1,000 pieces of hair, that I can get them pieces of hair for cheaper than if I was just buying 100 pieces of hair. And then I can sell it to, but then I could sell it to these black folks at a higher rate and make more money. Same with, but that's the same in any business. If we own the storefront and have good relationships with the supply chain and the distribution, we pick up the phone and actually call the motherfuckers, then we got the same thing going on. Like we talked about hip hop chicken yesterday. Do y'all notice that hip hop chicken, if you start in Connecticut and work your way down south, there's hip hop chickens? So they took the little bodega chicken spot or the little whatever chicken spot and made hip hop chickens. But why would they do that? Well, that means now we buying chicken for 25 stores. And if I'm buying chicken from 25 stores, Frank Perdue and them got to take my phone call. If I'm only buying chicken for 1 store, then I got to buy it from the local distributor. I need to be able to call it, fuck with the distributor paying. I need to pay with the distributor paying. So I get to call Frank Perdue. How can I do that? You need to own more than 1 store. You need 25 stores. You work part-time in what, Camille? Yeah, the Korean network is tight. All these networks is tight. When we see any ethnic group own and operate something, nail shops, parking garages, dry cleaners for a long time in this country, bakeries, the media, they work together. Guess what we do? Man, fuck that nigga. Man, fuck that. We so quick. I mean, and we'll be on here talking this, I love each other with the quick fast. Black power this and black power that. And then it'll be people marching in the black power march and somebody bumping, man, fuck that nigga, man, fuck wrong. A fight will break out at our shit. We like this at each other when we supposed to be like this. You understand what I mean? You understand what I mean? Now, what would be really, really dope, now that makes sense, Candles LLC, is if you had 3 or 4 brands with you walking into the candle distribution place. If you and 5 other women got together who know how to do candles and became a candle conglomerate. Oh, now we talking some real shit. Jay, you know I'm telling the truth. We'll be in the middle. I was at the Million Man March and a nigga started beefing with each other. And everybody was like, man, you got the chip. Come on, we at the Million Man March. I was like, come on, man, we gotta get it into our heads that we gotta be together. Cause we be mad, we be beefing. The worst thing that ever happened, a business guy told me, worst thing that ever happened for black folks is the phrase, mind your business. So you over there, I'm over here. We both got the same goal, but we competing with each other. When we could have clicked up. We could have clicked up and killed it. You know what I mean? So we got to get up out of here. It's 9:59 in the morning time. Thanks for having this conversation. Thanks for the talk today. I think it was beautiful. Yes, Jim Crow mentality, us against us mentality has got to stop. The us against us mentality is the only solution. We gotta click up, and I ain't saying we gotta be against anybody else. And listen, Jason will let you know that everything in his store is black and brown owned. NubianHuman.com. HUEMAN. NubianHuman.com. Like the hue. NubianHuman.com. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all noticed, I try to do as much blackness. Like I'm wearing Pharrell shirt. I got these bees from black folks. Y'all see my Miles Davis picture? And my Miles Davis picture right there. And then I got Sean the Barbarian on it. I do as much blackness as I can. I do as much as much as we blackety black as we blackety black can. Nothing against nobody else. Nothing against nobody else, but God damn, it's about time we take care of us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Brown skin. You know I love that brown skin. I can't tell where hers begin. And I can't tell where mine's ends. Whoa, brown skin. Anyway, time for me to go. But yeah, matter of fact, I got on PRP jeans. He's a black designer. This Pharrell shirt. This my man Touré t-shirt up under the jump. And I'm going to wear some Jordans today. Now, I know Jordans is with Nike, but at least it's a black man on the shoe. Can you give me that? I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace and blessings. I will see y'all tomorrow. Go have a great day.